Hello everyone, Grandpa here. Welcome to my channel. Now, I wasn't planning on making a video probably for a couple of days, but this popped up in my feed and I was really I wanted to talk about it. I'm a huge fan of music. I love music. Almost all kinds. Like 90% of the music out there I enjoy. I think it's the one thing that I do that can calm me down. It's the one thing I do that I can just sit in a quiet room, lay back, and just listen to music. I don't have to look at anything. Just close my eyes and just relax. You know, with a TV show or a movie, you gotta watch it. You gotta pay attention. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to enjoy what you're watching, usually most people pay attention. I sometimes overanalyze movies because I'm looking for the boom mic and all sorts of other stuff because, well, I'm just weird. But I love music, and that's why I do an audio show. That's why I have a music show on B Movie TV, and that's why I just love music. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but I just love music. But I'm a huge fan of a channel called Professor of Rock. And I've been a subscriber and been watching his videos for a very long time, but he's been having difficulties lately. Now, I'm not one of those kind of people. Look, I didn't set out to do YouTube to make a single dime. I don't, would I like more subscribers? Well, of course. The more people I talk to, the more opinions I get, the more there's things that I believe in, or maybe not wholeheartedly believe in. There's certain things about the world today and the way things are that I have my mindset. There's some things that just aren't going to change my mind regardless of how much people talk to me about it. But there are things out there in the world that somebody could make me go, you're right. I've been wrong this whole time. I see what you're saying, and you're right. That's called growth. And there's stuff like that happens all the time to me. I'm not stubborn. I'm not simple-minded. I'm not single-minded, whatever the word is I'm looking for here. I can grow, right? And someone can point me in a direction and be like, hey, man, this is not the way things are supposed to be, or you should think about this. And I can be, yeah, you're right. So I didn't do this for the money, I should say. I did it for growth. So the more subscribers I have, the more growth I could attain by the different points of views from people. I'm not going to deny anything. Oh, if I made 10 cents on something, I'd be happy. But that's not my goal. I'm almost 55. If I wanted to be something on here, I should have started it a long time ago. It's not about the money for me, but there are people out there who are doing this to try to make money. And I don't throw shade or whatever at them for that. Because everybody wants to be their own man, be their own person. Everybody wants to do things and make some money and make a comfortable life for themselves and their children. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if doing it this way is a way to do it, then more power to you. But there are people out there who want to take advantage of that. You'll be seeing this fair use thing around, but you don't see YouTube very much. You don't see YouTube really trying to back that fair use. The record companies say, hey, copyright, and they copyright it. 30 seconds, 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. It's like, well, what about fair use? YouTube doesn't seem to care about that. Now, I see YouTube's point of view, okay? They have YouTube Music. If they make all the record labels mad, where are they going to have their music? They're going to lose business. I get it. You want to protect your business. Is it right or wrong? Well, that's for you guys to decide. But I understand their side of it. But the record company sides, I do not see. And then, so like with the Professor of Rock, he plays a 5-second clip and they strip him of everything. And it's ridiculous. Fair use was put there for a reason. If record companies don't want to abide by fair use, then they should fight to get rid of it instead of just ignoring it. And that's the problem. People are ignoring stuff all the time, And I don't understand why. Follow the rules. Just follow the basic rules. If it's fair use is a thing, then it's a thing. And I question myself sometimes. I sit and I think, well, hey, wait a minute. We live in a new day and age, right? It's all internet now. It's all the computer. It's all phones, tablets, even your car. So I've been thinking, people are like more people. Look, I still love physical media. Don't get me wrong. I still love physical media. I buy movies, as you see if you watch my channel, from all the boutiques. Older movies, not newer stuff. But I buy older movies that is hard to find. You can't stream it anywhere. So I buy them because I want to be able to see them when I want. All right. First off. Secondly, I like collecting things. I'm weird. Do I buy digital stuff? Of course I do. When there's a TV show set for $150, but Fandango has it on sale for $25, I'm going to buy it. Am I taking a chance of losing it one day? Yes. But maybe by the time, if I ever do lose it, maybe it'll be cheaper on disc. Who knows? I don't know the future. But I still like to buy physical media. I just recently bought the Alice Cooper new album coming out because I think it's going to be the last thing that the Alice Cooper band ever does together. So I was like, I better buy this. My brain was like, you got to have it in your hand. And I don't collect vinyl because I have a record player, so I bought the CD. But I know a lot of people don't actually buy physical anymore. So I thought about it for a second. If people don't buy physical media anymore, and if people are leaning more towards digital, and even the record companies for their copyright monster, they want to put everything digital, why do you need the record company anymore? Why don't artists just stop using them? I'm serious. Why don't they just stop? Now, I'm not in the business. I'm not in the music business. My dad was a part of it for many decades. So, but I was never in it. And so I wonder, do we really need these fat cats anymore? I mean, what do they do for you? You can use YouTube, you can use Rumble, you can use Spotify, you can upload your own music. If no one's buying physical albums anymore, then what do you need the record company for? What do you need the record company for? And then it would be easier. Hey, I want to use 30 seconds of your music for my video. I'm just going to go directly to the artist, or at least the artist management, because you're still going to need a manager. Life gets busy. But why do you need the record company anymore? Maybe some of these artists should stop because they're stifling you in a way. Because some people like Rick Beato and the professor of rock, they're reminding people of music that is good, but no one listens to anymore. A prime example, I did my music show on Wednesday. I played Kick Tracy. Nobody remembers Kick Tracy. Nobody plays Kick Tracy. They were an awesome band. At least I loved them. And I know there are going to be people out there like me who love their music. And there's young people out there who have no idea who they are that might actually love their music. And whether or not they do, they need the opportunity to know that a band like Kick Tracy still exists. Or at least their music does. The band doesn't, but the music still is around. You can still enjoy. You go to Spotify right now, listen to Kick Tracy's album. But they don't know that because there's no algorithm feeding them that way. It's the new stuff. So people like Professor of Rock, they're needed. They're needed. That's why I do my show. My show mainly focuses on, 70s, 80s, 90s music because it's getting forgotten. And it deserves to be remembered. Well, these artists nowadays talk about, not making any money anymore, and that's an argument for another day between Spotify and the streaming fees and all that. But making something is better than making nothing. And at this point, people like Professor of Rock are helping you. People are hearing something, I'm going to check this out, and they go to Spotify and listen. It's keeping the music alive. But record companies are destroying that because these people aren't going to want to do it anymore because they're not going to make any money. And like I said, they could keep doing it, but if this is what the job they want to do, they should be able to make money. If YouTube doesn't want to, if YouTube could just stop monetization altogether and be like, forget it. Just forget it. This is getting too much out of hand. We just won't do it anymore. Of course, the platform will probably die then. But my point here is, excuse me, my point here is, why do we need record companies anymore? Let's move on. Let's move on. I use software that has music in, I use editing software that has its own music files. Some of them I get pegged for copyright. I don't get a strike, but they claim it. I erase it right away. So if any of my older videos open up with no sound, that's because they copyrighted it. I don't want to use. That's why. Oh, your videos are boring, dude. It's because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get copyrighted, just in case somebody, wakes up one day and is like, we like this guy. Let's subscribe. And I start making 15 cents a month. I want my 15 cents. If I'm going to earn it, I at least want it. And I don't want to give it away to somebody. So I remove it. So now I've been going to YouTube's music and using it. And, if they flash the box saying, hey, please put this in your description. So the least I can do, they're giving me free music. I put the description up. Thank you very much to all you guys that do that. But as a community, that's the kind of thing we need. But I know a lot of people out there hate YouTubers. Oh, they're making money for doing nothing. I used to say that. I used to watch Boogie and all these guys, and I'd be like, they're crying about money. Go get a job. You started out not making money, doing it just as a hobby. Just keep doing it as a hobby. And then I started doing it. Now, I didn't do it to make money, and I still don't do it to make money. But I see how hard it is to do. All the editing, all this, all that. And then I realize, okay, I get why they were saying it now. They need money. They need software. They need to have an up-to-date computer. When their computer starts giving them problems, they have to get a new one. They have to buy a fixed one. They have to fix one. Whatever the reasoning, it costs. So I get it. So now I don't run around talking like that anymore. Uneducated talk is what I would call it. And then this is why I do this channel, to get the impressions from other people, get other opinions. That way I may wake up and realize, I'm in the wrong here. You know what? I'm the one in the wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. And trust me, I'm wrong a lot. But I'm just saying, I don't think record companies, do we really need them anymore? Maybe people should start just self-producing their music. I mean, maybe big bands should start doing that. Oh, our contract's up. We're not renewing. Oh, you going with someone new? We're going to do it ourselves. I just think something needs to be done, because record companies are just hurting everybody. They're just hurting everybody. And that's why, like I said, that's why I don't use any, you can't believe I did that. That's why I don't use anybody or use anything. Yes, I know my videos are boring and probably people watch 25 seconds of it and move away, but I don't want to make them exciting, because I don't want someone to take money from me that I worked, if I was making money. Like I said, you can look at that subscription box and see that this dude ain't making nothing. And that's fine. Like I said, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this because I just want to entertain people. I want to get to know people. I'm a lonely old dude. What can I say? My wife works all the time. My kids are growing up. My grandkids are little. So what are they going to do? They want to watch cartoons and play with toys, and I'm an old fart. So I just want to meet people, make friends, and just enjoy life. Like I said, I'm going to be 50, 54 or 55. I don't even know how old I'm going to be. And, like I said, I'm just doing it. Money's the last thing, but I would definitely take it. Who wouldn't? You'd be a fool. I don't want your money. Of course, if it ever comes to that. But these guys, record companies, man, think about it. Let me know if you think, I'm full of crap. I could be. But I just think, do we still need Hollywood? Unfortunately, yeah. You want to get your movie in a theater, you can do it independent. My buddy Ken, he's got his movies have all debuted at a theater in his local town, but it's just his local town. I haven't been able to go to a movie theater and see one of his films. So Hollywood probably still needed. But the record industry, at this point, do we really need them? I don't know. Let me know. either I'm full of crap or I'm onto something. But I really do like the Professor of Rock. I love his interviews. I love his show. I love his channel. So make sure, you support the dude. But yeah, what do you think? You think I'm onto something or am I full of hot air? If you ask my wife, it's full of hot air. But I just wanted to, I got a couple other videos that are going to pop up here in the next couple days. But I wanted to throw this one in there because I was just caught off guard about, I didn't realize he was having such a hard time. And I watched his live stream the other day and just people just want to, they're just, everybody wants somebody else's money. You know what I mean? And fair use. If you're going to review something, you've got to show something. You got to show something. And it's like, I don't think it's right that, it's just 30 seconds. They're not making millions of dollars off of your, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm Grandpa the Nerd. Think about it and let me know what you think. Comment in the box. Send me an email. That'll be in the description. Just let me know what you think. But I just think record companies either need to go away, self-promote, self-produce, do it yourself, or something's got to be done. Other than going off, I don't know. I'm at that point where I personally 100% believe it's just do it yourself. Just in this day and age, do it yourself. If somebody can come onto YouTube and make their own channel and make millions of dollars and buy Bugattis and fucking all sorts of stuff, pardon my French, I try not to use foul language when I do my channel, but sometimes it slips up. But people are making millions of dollars a month or a year, or however it goes. If people can pull that off, then why can't more people pull it off? If you've got good music and people like your music, it will find itself an audience and it will find itself. I remember years ago, some song Friday was like everywhere. Not anymore, but it was everywhere. But if she had just kept at it, maybe she'd still be around. Maybe she still is around and I'm just not a fan of that kind of music. I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? You can make it. You just got to keep at it. If I'm trying to think of a band. If Anthrax today did it strictly putting their music on on YouTube and no place else, it would have found an audience. They would be big. I think they would still be big as they are today. It might have been slower. It might have been faster. Back in the day, it took time. Now you put your video out there. If enough people hear it, it just takes time. Anthrax would just take a little time. Everybody takes time. I got 65 subscribers. I've been on here forever. It just takes time. So just, you gotta work at it. Believe in yourself and invest in yourself. And you'll be successful somehow, some way in what you do. You may have to do something else, but it's not what you do, it's you. If you invest in yourself and believe in yourself, you're going to be able to do anything that you want to do. I was taught that by my grandfather. He's no longer with us, but he was a smart man. If you put your mind to something, you can be successful at it. And if you're not successful at it, then that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Do something else. But if you believe in yourself, you will eventually find what it is that you're good at, and then you can be successful. So if you really want to be a musician, come on here and do it. Forget the record company. That's my thing. That's my thing. So anyway, thanks for listening. I know I probably bored your pants off. But yeah, stuff in the description box. Leave a comment and all that good stuff. But until next time, I'm Grandpa the Nerd. And I'll see you later.